Hello everyone, and in this video I like to make one of my videos once again because in the first time I think I missed so many important variations. I overlooked them because I'm trying to basically, it's not because I don't see them, it's because I rush a little bit, and I'm also a lazy person, so I'm trying to finish these puzzles, these chess videos as quickly as it is possible. Because I like to commentate chess games in a nutshell. I think short chess videos are better. But in this video, I'm going to try to analyze this chess puzzle a little deeper because I think I missed and overlooked some of the important variations. And I also want to address some of the criticism in the comment sections. Okay, so, and I believe the comments in the comment section and the questions was very logical, but some of them was little bit, it was nitpicking basically. So not all of them was logical, but some of them was very logical. I think this is the common problem of most of the not very high rated chess players. I think you don't see more than one move ahead. I think that is very important. You only calculate one move, but you're not forcing yourself for some reason to calculate more than 2 or 3 moves. So this is just a constructive criticism by me. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not being arrogant. This is just my opinion, and this is something that I noticed in the comment sections. So we know the moves. So knight to f5. So first of all, if you haven't watched the previous video, this is one of the chess endgame studies of Samir Badalov, one of the greatest chess trainers from Azerbaijan. This chess endgame study was from 2002. Unfortunately, Badalov has passed away in 2011. Okay, so he also has another amazing chess problem composition that took my attention. So I'm planning to show that chess puzzle as well, maybe in tomorrow after showing this endgame study. So knight to f5 is the main move in the problem. Attacking the rook and planning to push the pawn. So black takes, and in this position we see this brilliant, beautiful move, knight to h6. So I'm going to skip these much faster, and I'm going to go to the variations that I missed. So if you want to watch so if you want to watch the other possibilities, you can also watch the previous video that I did about this chess problem composition. So after knight to h6, basically white is threatening checkmate. So I'm going to skip these faster. So if capturing the knight, then pushing the pawn, checkmate. So if doing nothing, if something like rook to b6 or even rook takes pawn, then knight to f7 is getting checkmated. So, and one person asked me what happens if h takes on g6. So this is what I'm trying to say. He said after knight to f7 the king is escaping, but this proves that he didn't see knight to g5 forking the king and the rook. So this means he only calculated one move ahead. He has only managed to see one move ahead, but he didn't calculate it more than one move. So this is just a small criticism by me. Please don't consider this as being arrogant. So after king to h6, simply capturing the rook. So in this position, white is winning, but this is actually deeper, much more deeper than it seems. So okay, white is much better. Easily we can say that because white has the pass pawn, attacking the g pawn, and black's pawns are looking awkward. But you might also ask what happens if knight to e4. So after pushing the pawn, also this move I believe is going to be a very nice prophylactic move because you can see that this is almost zugzwang for black. But after in this position b6, we have knight to d6, and in this position you can also play g4 again. It is not too late for playing g4, or simply knight to d8 and defending on b7. So black has to play a move again. So the main idea is basically simple: moving the king slowly, dominating the knight, and then pushing the pawn. So we can take the pawn, g5, and attacking the knight, dominating the knight as you can see, and then basically pushing the pawn and slowly black is losing. Okay, it is very simple. Now, I have also read some silly questions, so please don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm being a little bit arrogant, but I think in my opinion it was a little bit silly. So one gentleman asked me, what happens if rook to f6? So that same, this was a different person. So he asked me what happens if rook to f6. Well, basically, this is also very obvious. He only calculated one move ahead. Please try to consider calculating more than one move. Basically, simply blocking with the knight. And now what can you do in this position? The only move is rook takes knight. The king is stuck. And after capturing the rook, of course with the king, and then letting your opponent to take the g-pawn. I'm just messing with you, of course. Capturing the rook. G takes on f7. I think this would be an unbelievable blunder. But we still have a pass pawn, but knight can reach, of course. It feels like the knight is going to reach on time. So, of course, the correct move is G takes on f7. And basically, this is all over. This is doom and gloom. So, black is going to give some air. And let's say this move, and then promoting the queen. And this is all over for black, of course. So, one gentleman in the comment section also said something funny. So, in this position, one person said, I was making a joke. I said, maybe white can play king to d8 and then lose the b pawn with check. He said, my joke was dubious because king to d8 was possible and it was interesting and instructive. Well, how is this instructive and interesting? Please tell me. I think that was nitpicking a little bit. So let's say king to d8, and so this is the same. The third person also didn't calculate it more than one move. Knight takes on b7 with check, and let's say this move. Now, how do you plan to win with these two double pawn structure? What are you going to do? Black is a piece up, and this is all over. Okay, so basically king to f8, there is nothing interesting and instructive. Sorry, of course, king to f8 is the move, and there is nothing interesting and instructive about king to d8 because of knight takes on b7. This is check, and this is just completely losing the advantage after knight to c5. What now? How do you win with this unbelievably terrible position? Black is a piece up, so I don't understand your point. So this is my opinion. This is basically just pointless, of course. This is ridiculous. So basically in this position, after knight to d6, forking the king and the pawn, not king to d8. I mean, when you have this move, why do you even consider king to d8? So after king to f8, white is basically winning on the spot and black has to resign. Because in this position, we both threat checkmate, pushing the pawn to g7, checkmate, or pushing the pawn and promote the queen. So why on earth do you even consider king to d8 and think that's instructive and interesting? There is nothing instructive and interesting about king to d8. That was a joke. Okay, so let's get this over with and let's move on. I'm going to show you at least one more very instructive chess puzzle, chess endgame study by Samir Badalov. And that is absolutely a masterpiece. So stick around and I will see you next time. So take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.